Hi everybody, it's me, Shortcake Cafe, or Matthew, or Matt, or whatever you want to call me these days. Give me a second, it's pretty cold. So unlike last time, which, if you remember, last video I made, where I was like this, was, I think, October? Maybe November, I don't remember. You know, the whole AI deal. And now it's December, so it's a lot colder. So I apologize if I sound a little muffled and a little bit exhausted. It's because it's super cold outside and there's snow and I'm wearing my whole fucking snow getup. I don't think that's the right term for it, but you know, let's fucking roll with it. I'm French, I get to do whatever I want. So yeah, unlike last time, I'm not as deep into the forest. Usually I'd like to do this like super far away, but I'm actually like super close to the road this time around. I don't want to go out super far into the forest with this weather. It's not safe. On top of that, I can't see shit because of my glasses. I'm wearing a scarf and everything, so it's really hard to see whenever I breathe. So I've just ditched the glasses entirely. So it just isn't safe to go down there at all. Anyways, this time around I want to talk about end of the year stuff. So year's ending. We've got a lot of good, we've got a lot of bad, and you know, I want to talk about it. Probably gonna be like last time where I speak for about, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depends on how I feel. You know, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm not really sure where to start with this. I mean, I guess I can start with some positive, and we'll talk about the negatives through whenever it happens. So yeah, positives. Been a good year mental health wise. Last year was an absolute low for me, and this year I've really felt a lot better. It's kind of funny actually, like when you're in the I was about to say in the thick of it, but you know, I can't really say that anymore. But yeah, when you're in the middle of it, whenever you're like actually feeling this stuff, you don't really realize how bad it is until you're actually out of it. And I mean, I still feel sad occasionally, like anybody does, but I'm feeling a lot better, and I think that's probably because I have a lot less on my back this year. Notably because I finished college. I graduated this year, and so I'm a certified game developer. I spoke about that last time around, but yeah, I'm an official professional game dev. Professional is, quote in quotes, because your boy has not found a job yet, which is a bit annoying. That's one of the negatives this year. Since I'm out of college, I'm now fully looking for a job, and it's been bad, honestly. The job market's been fucking awful. A lot of places will put job listings, and then you'll send your resume and everything, and I think I have a pretty decent resume, because I was top of my class in college. I have background in stuff. Well, I feel like I can't really speak about this since I'm devolving a lot of little personal information, but point is, I have a pretty solid resume in my opinion, and I have sent I think my resume to is it resume? It might be something else. CV? Fucking curriculum vitae? Whatever you guys call it in English. Yeah, I've sent it to a bunch of places, and not a single one has offered me a single interview, which is very concerning. And it's a mix of, like I said, a lot of job listing that, they're there in case you want to, they want to have backups in case anything happens. But it's also that, nobody's really looking to hire right now. The games industry is going to shit, and there's the whole AI thing, so I can't even, use my art background for anything. Not that I'm really trying to get a job in art. I'm not sure if I explained this before, but my dream was always to become a game developer and not really an artist. The artist thing was just sort of a byproduct of that, and so that's why I did art for so long, because I couldn't make games. So I was like, if I want to make my original stuff, I guess this is the next best thing. And those skills got useful whenever I got into indie game dev. But yeah, anyways, It's not like I could even use those skills, because first off, I don't have a degree in art, and second off, it's not like I could even get a job in art because everybody uses fucking AI now. And if you want to hear my take on that, last video I did like this speaks volumes on it. So yeah, not a great part of the year. I've been looking for a job for the entire year, have not found anything, but you know, in the meantime, I did have some successes. Notably, I think Rabbit Hole. It's kind of funny because I forget about it sometimes, but I did release Rabbit Hole this year. This project that I've been working on for, I think, 3 years now, 2 or 3 years. You know, you've seen it on shitposts since like the inception of the idea, and now it's actually like out there. It's released and it's done pretty damn well. I would even dare to call it niche. It's a niche indie game, not a hit niche indie game, but you know, it's getting up there. I mean, like we got one person cosplaying Disc, and I think that's fucking crazy. I mean, just that. All the fan art we got was fucking incredible. I mean, like, shout out to all those people. But yeah, Rabbit Hole came out, did decently well. Did not make a single dollar off of that shit because, you know, Rabbit Hole is free because it is a scratch game, and I do not feel like it is quality enough to be sold. I think Rabbit Hole has a lot of issues, and I think it'd be kind of scummy of me of making people pay for a product like that when it doesn't work all that well. And also the fact that like there's so many people who worked on it. Turns out, you know, if you get everybody to work on your project, you then have to pay everybody, and you don't have that kind of money. And so it was kind of awkward because like there's some people who joined in for 5 seconds, did one acid, and then fucking left. Some people who were there the entire time, and then there's me who did like 90% of the work. But I can't really pay myself 90% because that's scummy. They need the money too. What am I gonna do with 90% of revenue, anyways? But yeah, it's that whole thing. It's a whole deal, and yeah, for Necrosis Party, I've really downsized, and I've made it clear that I'm not looking for anybody to hire or anything. We're this small team. We're me and Moai, and that's it. I might get some extra people every once in a while. I think definitely. Hold on, I'm gonna put my scarf back on. It's getting a little cold, and it's moving a bit. I think we might hire some people. Well, not hire. I might commission some people every once in a while for stuff, specifically for the cover art, which I'm not gonna speak on just yet on the person I'm thinking of. But there is one person in specific I'm thinking about. But we're long ways away from that. But yeah, with Rabbit Hole, it was free, so you know I did not make a single dime off of that shit. But I think it did give me some experience onto how publishing a game works, especially on Steam. And eventually, I did release the art book, which made me a bit of money. I mean, obviously, it's not a lot because it's an art book, and let's be fair. When's the last time you bought an art book on fucking Steam? But yeah, you know, it's a little bit, and I think. Getting my name out there was also important, so I think that was worth it. I think people enjoyed Rabbit Hole for what it was, and I hope my next project will be, you know, interesting enough for them. I know that Necrosis fucking Rabbit Hole to Necrosis Party is a jump and a half, since like Rabbit Hole was this small roguelike in the style of Gungeon but 2D, and Necrosis Party is a multiplayer lethal company like in the style of Death Road to Canada, and I feel like that's a hell of a jump for somebody who just played Rabbit Hole, especially since Necrosis Party requires like constant voice chat and friends and all that stuff. And I know, no offense to the Rabbit Hole fandom, but from my experience, a lot of them are very shy. So you know, it's gonna be an experience for sure. The point is, I don't want to become a one-hit wonder or whatever. I want to do a bit of everything, you know, a bit like Behemoth. I like how they work with their stuff. They never really do sequels, or when they do sequels, they put a spin on it. So yeah, I want to focus on making new stuff, and I want to make diverse stuff. And Necrosis Party is sort of my answer to that, since it's a horror game, and Rabbit Hole is not a horror game. I mean, you know, it's a fucking difference when You know, with Rabbit Hole, you got the hot babes, and then you go to Necrosis Party, and it's just a bunch of fucking party dudes. Uh, my signature hot babes. That's fucking stupid. That's dumb. That's dumb to say. I shouldn't have said that. That's stupid. Anyways, point is, it's gonna be a fun experience. It's gonna take a couple of years until we're done with that. And then later on in September, I released Ghoul Scrapers, which was a college project, which I've already explained in the last video, but turns out it is the first project that the first game to be published out of that college I went to, which was a surprise because a lot of the teachers were like, "Oh yeah, it's been done a lot of times before." And turns out Ghoul Scrapers is the first one in that school. Which I don't know if that says a lot about that school, or if that says a lot about me, but you know, that's fun. I apologize for anyone expecting Ghoul Scrapers to be like this huge thing. It was literally just a school project that we turned into a full game very quickly. I had the help of a couple people for it, and you know, it was my first taste of like having an actual team. I mean, on the coding side of things. Like Rabbit Hole was a solo dev project, and Necrosis Party is probably also going to be a solo dev project. Gug doesn't have enough experience on the matter to help me on big things. I do want to get him on the project eventually just so he can get the experience from it. But I think a lot of the stuff is going to be done by me primarily. Ghoul Scrapers was done in a team of four developers, which, you know, made the project go a lot faster than it would have gone otherwise. I think Ghoul Scrapers would have taken about a year to code otherwise. But it actually took a couple of months. Most of it was done after 7 weeks, actually. We got done with the entire game in 7 weeks. And then after college ended, we picked it back up after our internships. It took a little bit, but now it's out. And it's a sort of form of passive income, so that was fun. Oh, actually, that reminds me of the thing. One of the sad things that happened this year is that my Redbubble's gone. It's this whole thing, but Redbubble set up this new TOS thing, and essentially they won't pay me for my stuff anymore. They won't pay me for my art. So I completely deleted everything on my shop, and now it's gone. Which sucked because Rabbit Hole also got merch as soon as it came out. I had planned this entire merch line, and it was generally really cool art in my opinion. It was planned for like a year and stuff. We had like a lot of stuff planned out for it. But then shortly after I released all the merch, I think a couple of months after, Redbubble just changed their TOS and I got fucked over. So, and you know the worst part is Redbubble didn't even want to like, they weren't going to take down my page or anything. They just weren't going to pay me. You could still buy Rabbit Hole merch, but none of the money would have gone to me. So, that sucks. In the future, I am seeing this new website popping up, and I think I might be able to, get the merch set back up. It's gonna be a while until that happens, though. They're still developing the website. But it's aimed towards game developers, not game developers, sorry. It's aimed towards indie artists and stuff. So hopefully that comes out soon, and the Rabbit Hole merch can come back. On to other news. On the worst side of things, if we're still talking about Rabbit Hole, there was a whole fucking Rabbit Hole Discord fiasco, which I won't really get into. Not a lot. Point is, stuff happened. Was not fun. Did not like my experience on there. Sorry to any Rabbit Hole fan that I disappointed by just leaving that server, but goddamn, like, come on, guys. People have standards, and yours were very low, somehow. But yeah, I think now it's calmed down since. But yeah, another fun thing this year. I met a lot of people. I mean, online. In real life, I've kept it to my my small friend group. I'm not big on like adding new people to the friend group. I'm cool with having just a small amount of friends because we all know each other in school like that. But like online, I've met a lot more people, and like I've grown a lot since. Like last year, I think on most websites I was around probably 100 followers or 200 followers. My biggest one was probably Instagram, and that was it. And that's because I had it on for like 3 years. And even then, I think a lot of people who followed me like 3 years ago still have me followed, but they don't really check my content anymore. This year, I've grown a lot. And if you're following me on like Blue Sky or Twitter, You know why. I'm not gonna say it out here, because I know there's some children watching this channel, but you know why. But yeah, stuff happened. And I've grown a lot because of that, and I met a lot of people. Some of those people I had to then learn, sadly, that they're not great people, so I had to block those, which, you know, not great, but, you know, it's a bit of good, it's a bit of bad. One of the cool things that happened is a lot of artists I followed started following me back, and that's, like, it means a lot to me, because it's like, oh, this person I looked up to for years is seeing my stuff, and they're like, oh, that's cool. And to me, that's like, holy shit, I might actually be pretty cool, and I might be actually, like, decent at the stuff I make. So that means a lot to me. And I mean, speaking of art, this year, you may have noticed an incredible, like, lack of art this year. If you follow me on, like, anything, you may have noticed I haven't posted all that much this year. And that's for the simple reason that, as I explained earlier, I make art because I couldn't make games before, and now I can make games, so I make less art. Or I make art for games, but I don't really post it because it's assets. Like, I don't think you're gonna really enjoy seeing me post fucking menu UI from the Cross's party onto my account. But yeah, I've been drawing a lot less because of that. Or I've been drawing a lot less for that kind of stuff. And, you know, sucks a little bit, but it also means that whenever I do draw, it's a lot more detailed. I spend a lot more time on it. I think I'm very happy with how most of my finished artwork has been this year. I did develop this really bad habit of giving characters small heads, and I get it. I'm sorry. I didn't notice it. I didn't get a lot of criticism this year, so I didn't really realize it. But yeah, I'll try to improve that. But yeah, this year has been a lot of becoming better at art, and I mean, my shading work has become a lot better, and I think I've gotten a better handle of coloring in general. Point is, I think I've done a lot of good this year when it comes to art, and I don't know if I'm gonna post it today, but probably, like, sometime soon I'll post my year recap on my account. So if you follow me over there, you know, it's gonna show up eventually. I'll write a little something for it. I had something written for it already, but I was in a, like, melancholy mood, so I wrote a lot of sad stuff into it, and I think I want to rewrite it to be a little more hopeful. So, you know, stuff happens. It's a lot of good stuff. I mean, I got out of my comfort zone a lot more this year, too. You may have noticed, I drew men. Yeah. I don't do that too often. But yeah, I drew a lot more of that, and I think my skills are developing a lot more in that sense. It still needs some work. I think a lot of my male drawings have this weird style to them. But it's kind of hard to get that, like, cute aesthetic from a manly man. Like, my art style is based off of, like, it's not based, I mean, my art style is, like, focused on being cute and being simple, and you can't really make, it just doesn't work that way. You can't make a manly man all that cute. Or you can, but it's, like, not the same kind, you know. Shout out to my manly mens out there. But yeah, it's a bit of a different thing, and I wonder if in the future I could, like, get it to look more like my regular art style without losing the distinction. It's fun. It's fun stuff. So yeah, I developed my art style a lot more, coloring's a lot more. I've been spending a lot more time on posing and stuff, and I've been trying to make compositions a little better, and whenever I do draw, I try to focus on doing full bodies, and occasionally I'll even, like, do full paintings and stuff. One of the drawings I did this year, and it kind of sounds silly, but if you remember that one Minecraft parkour trend, that Minecraft parkour civilization trend that came out, like, a little bit ago, it turns out, by the way, if you haven't watched it, it is fucking incredible. It is unironically a really good story. I think it's told in a very annoying fashion, but honestly, it is quite possibly the best Minecraft story I've listened to in a while, and that's saying something. But yeah, no, I did enjoy my time with it, and I ended up drawing fan art of it, and it was this full painting with a full like background and stuff, which I don't do often. If you've noticed, I focus on like character art, but no, I did like a full background from it. It's based off the actual the actual area of the series. And then this month I worked on a painting to for what's the word again? I made a painting for Rick May, the voice actor of not for celebrating, I guess. Rest in peace, rest in peace, Rick May. Sorry, I'm French. But yeah, I made a drawing. I made an illustration celebrating him, and it is a drawing of soldier jumping over to fort, and I'm very happy how that drawing turned out. I think it is much different than what I usually do, and it didn't pop off as much as my other art does, but I think it's probably the best drawing I've done yet. It's up there. I very much like it. It's a very pretty drawing in my opinion. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Another reason I've been drawing a lot less is because I've been sketching a lot more. And I don't really post my sketches anywhere because I feel like it's a bit lazy. I'm like, I don't know, I want my art to be like fully complete whenever I post it on Instagram or stuff like that, especially in Newgrounds. Newgrounds doesn't even have like a sketch tab. You can set your art to be a sketch and it won't be posted on like the main art portal, which I like. But also it's not separated from your main art, so I don't like posting the sketch all that much. So I've been actually posting my sketches on Ko-Fi, and I've been very happy about that because it's like, I don't know how to say it, but it's like this good mix of like, it's small enough so I don't have to worry about being good, but also because it's behind like this paywall, it's people who watch it are people who actually care that much about that kind of stuff. So it doesn't feel like I'm cheating people out of it. It doesn't feel like I'm cheating people out of their money by posting sketches on Ko-Fi. It feels like, hey, if you want to support me, you can send me $3 and you can see my extra sketches I don't post on my other websites. You get with like the extra bonuses, and I think that's fun. And it's allowed me to sketch a lot more without having to worry about not doing productive stuff. Because when I sketched in the past, like especially last year, it really felt like I was wasting my time because, if I'm not posting online, therefore I'm not getting followers, and if I'm not getting followers, and then I'm getting less of an audience to play my games later on. With sketching, it's like, now that I post sketches on Ko-Fi, I'm like, oh, well, I'm posting these sketches and they're undone, but I'm getting some money out of it, while also being able to improve my art without disappointing my main followers. And I think it's been this fun thing. And also I've been posting concept art here and there every once in a while. Eventually, once I'm done with Necrosis, I'll put it all in an art book like I did with Rabbit Hole. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been very fun. Quick shout out, if you want to send me a few dollars and stuff, I got a Ko-Fi. I'll put it in the description or something. Give me a little, give me a little money. I'm kidding. You don't have to do that. I appreciate you just watching the video and keeping up with my stuff. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff this year. I'm missing anything. It was about most of the stuff, or at least most of the stuff I wanted to talk about. A lot of my other stuff is private me stuff that I will not talk about because it is me and me only. Let me think about it. Let me sit on it. Let me not sit, actually. There's snow everywhere. It is a bit of a snowy winterland. Turns out, I think it's very funny, too, because last time I was complaining that there was not any snow. And I think it was, like, really warm. I think I was just wearing, like, a regular, like, jacket, and that was it. And, like, literally the next month, fucking snow everywhere. It's cold. It's freezing now. Oh, my goodness. It was very funny how we went from not having a single bit of snow, and now we're having a very white Christmas. I don't know. It's very funny. Very funny. No, I think that covers most of it. I had an okay year. I hope next year becomes better. Last year I had a really bad year. I think we're like on a curve going up, right? I did a lot of good things this year. I published 2 games. I started my game development journey officially. I'm actually doing stuff now. I'm an indie developer. It's kind of weird to think about now that I'm officially one. It's like I've been dreaming about it for so many years, and now I'm here and I'm actually doing it, and it just doesn't feel real, right? It's kind of the same thing when I turned 18. It was like, wow, it doesn't feel like I'm an adult now. It just feels like I got I got told that I'm an adult now, but I'm not yet. Or like I am an adult, but like I don't feel like one. It still feels like I'm that same kid. It's the same thing for game development. I'm like, I got the degree. I have 2 published games, more than like most indie devs these days can really say. And it doesn't feel like I'm an indie dev yet. It doesn't feel like I'm an official big time game developer. It really feels like I'm still that dumb kid who didn't know how to code. Except now I do, and I spend most of my days doing it. But yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. I don't know how I feel about it. It's very odd. Well, I imagine after some years, that feeling will be gone, and I'll feel better about myself. Or, maybe it never goes away, and it always feels like I'm that same kid making games for the first time. Who knows? Who knows, really? Oh, and before I end this, I guess I should mention this. If you're trying to make games, if you really want to get into the game development and all that stuff, just do it. Like, holy shit, it's actually pretty easy when you get into it. I mean, Necrosis Party is definitely harder than Rabbit Hole since, it's made in an actual engine, and it's a multiplayer netcode game, so, a bit on the harder side, so I wouldn't really do that if I were you. But, if you want to make games, you want to make, I don't know, visual novels, it's a simple thing. You want to make a small platformer, fucking do it. I mean, nothing's stopping you, really. And if you're saying, well, I don't know how to code, well, fucking learn. How do you think I got here? Through doing nothing? No, I did 3 years of college on the damn thing. And even then, Rabbit Hole was not made with, like, any coding language in mind. It was literally just fucking Scratch. It was like, hey, I'm very stressed these days. I want to do something. Let me just make a game in Scratch. And so I spent 3 years on that game in Scratch. And I think it turned out to be the best goddamn Scratch game out there. So yeah, nothing's stopping you from making games. Just make them. Don't stop yourself. Don't wait. Just make them. Make your dreams come true. Bring back an old meme. God, I miss old memes, I miss them. Memes nowadays just don't hit as hard. It's maybe because I'm becoming more mature over time, so maybe they don't hit as hard, but like, I don't know, a lot of the old memes felt like they had more of a staying power, and they were more fun. It felt more like a community thing. Nowadays, it's like fucking Skibidi Toilet, which is more of an annoying phrase. A lot of language nowadays has just become fucking random meme lingo. Well, I'm not gonna complain too much. I imagine we did the same back then. MLG and dabbing, a lot of stuff. I miss dabbing, I think dabbing and planking were very funny things. I'm gonna get killed for this, aren't I? No, I think they were fun things. They were harmless things. And it was a little silly, but it was mostly safe. I think there was some people who did some dumb things with planking. But that's on them. I don't think you shouldn't plank where you wouldn't stand, if that makes sense. I can't believe I'm talking about fucking planking 2024. Point is, I think it's been a good year. I think it's been a mixed year, a good year. More on the good than the mix. And I hope next year is better. I hope everybody in my friend group has a better year next year. I know it's been tough for a lot of them. Shout out to you, to you guys. You know who you are, but yeah, I know it's been a tough year for some of you. It's been a lot of new things, and I'm hoping that next year is a lot better for you guys. Just like I hope it's going to be better for me. I think that's pretty much it. I've talked about everything, and holy shit, it's a 30-minute video. No, stay frosty, guys. Stay frosty. And I don't know. Next time I'll see you, I'll speak to you guys again when I have something to say. For the time, I'll just be working on Necrosis, and if you want to see more about that, check out my account on Blue Sky, the Death Cake account. I'll link it somewhere, I think, if I don't forget. If I do forget, tell me in the comments or something. But yeah, I'll put a link down to it, and if you want to see what's going on right now. I haven't made a lot of update posts on it just yet because I've been doing a lot of commission work lately to get a little bit of money on the side. But yeah, if you want to see what's up, check out my fucking Death Geek account on Blue Sky. I post there every once in a while showing what I'm working on. And stay tuned, because hopefully I can get the Rabbit Hole merch back up soon in a couple of months. And I think the art on it, not just the Rabbit Hole merch, a lot of my old merch I'll be bringing back. And a lot of new ones too. Not the fan art one. They don't allow fan art, but yeah, it's coming along soon. Hopefully. I hope they release the website soon. So yeah, no, I'm committing to the Stay Frosty bit. Yeah. Stay frosty, stay chill, and I'll speak to you guys next time when I have something to say. Have a good year. Have a happy good year, and have a happy Christmas. Goodbye.